Are you Mmyra Herrera?
I know this. Yeah.
Ms. Herrera, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 180 days in jail to be probated for 12 months. Never change this or undo this. You know, your record, it's not pretty. And I'm going to tell you, if you were ever in a car, you get pulled over, the first thing an officer does is they're going to look at your record. Even if you have the faintest smell of alcohol, what do you think they're going to do to you? Right. I would never, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, a sip of wine, I wouldn't get into a car because you're begging for trouble. What we're doing now, this DWI will go on your record, and from now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. Do you understand? So that's what I'm saying. Even if you've had a sip of alcohol, don't even get in. You're begging for trouble. So there's an FSGI.
Order in the court.
Was there any restitution or anything?
I think we addressed that. The restitution on the DWI.
Yes,
What? Did she have car insurance at the time? Please tell me she did.
She did not, Judge. She did not.
So I spoke to the complainant. There is restitution in this case. I think we discussed it. He had insurance, but that was the deductible, was the restitution.
So, I mean, that's, how much was the restitution?
$1,500.
Is that a part of this as well?
Judge, I think I forgot. It just got left out of it.
Oh yeah, I think that was just my mistake if I didn't put it in.
Yeah, it needs to be on there, right?
Just got it, Judge.
Can I write it in?
yes.
Okay. Okay, do you have a Texas driver license?
Yes.
With the ALR suspension, did it, do you remember?
I think it was dismissed. I'm sure it was dismissed, but I'm not on.
Alex, do you mind looking real quick? It's better that you know now what's going on with your license. If you're going to drive, do not drive unless you have insurance.
I have insurance.
Make sure that you have, because if you don't, then it could really, I mean, it could cost you a very, very, just a huge amount.
Your Honor, I see the ALR suspension lifted as of November 22nd. However, I see a subsequent SR suspension that is not lifted.
Okay, so her license is suspended now. You can't drive, ma'am. I'm making that a condition until you get your license back.
There's not enough. She attempted to.
She did it herself or
Addition to
something?
DPS.
Johnson?
Happened where.
To a third party because I was never reached.
She was trying to resolve the license issue through paying restitution, and someone wouldn't agree to it. So because she didn't have insurance,
Okay.
so DPS got involved in terms of paying restitution, but someone wouldn't agree to it. Yeah, she was trying.
This is a critical moment. The judge discovers her license is still suspended, which creates a major problem because driving while on probation could trigger serious consequences. Notice how quickly the courtroom shifts from punishment to prevention. The judge is trying to stop another violation before it happens.
She was actively trying to do it.
Don't drive. Your license is not, it's suspended at this point. You need to just get a hold of DPS to find out what you need to do to get your license. If you drove here today, you cannot drive home. Don't drive. You're in violation. If you drive, you're in violation of the probation. If you violate this probation, I will issue a warrant. I'm going to put you in jail. And you're looking at 180 days. So be careful. You understand me?
Lifted now that she has a court order to pay restitution.
Hope, I don't know, but don't just start driving. You need to call them. This is the number to the driver's license division. Should read in my hand. That's the number to the driver's license division. You need to call them before you just start driving to verify, because if you just start driving on a suspended license, you're in violation. When you call them, call at 7 in the morning. Don't call it any other time, otherwise you'll never get through. All right? Questions?
No, sir.
Okay, good luck.
Thanks, Judge.
Hi. Deputy, can you stay with me, please? I am extremely upset with you, Mr. Escobar, Tobar. You have taken off on me over,
ofrecido una
over, and over,
y
and
otra
over,
vez, otra vez,
and over
otra
again,
vez de nuevo.
repeatedly. For you to blame it on someone else is disingenuous and not true. This case is 550 days old,
50 días de edad.
and you've taken off on me
O sea,
4
han sido
different times.
veces.
I think that
Creo
have we reinstated the bond? Have we?
There's a bond set, I believe,
hay una
Judge,
fianza fijada, yo creo, señoría,
$10,000 and $3. The previous
$10,003.
bond was
Fianza
$1,001,
fue 1,001.
which we were asking, which he posted last
I
week.
absolutely appreciate your tenacity. I absolutely love you, but I have to hold him accountable. I can't let him go, and I know that you're signing on now for the first time. This is not my first rodeo with him. It's been over and over, and it would be me enabling him, telling him it's okay to do what he's doing
Lo que está haciendo.
by letting him go and reinstating his bond. It's 4 different times.
Diferentes veces.
You
Usted
will now go to jail
irá a una cárcel
because of the repeated.
a las repetidas.
The courtroom atmosphere completely changes. Now we're dealing with a defendant accused of repeatedly failing to appear. The judge explains that releasing someone again and again without consequences can undermine the entire purpose of a bond system. Accountability has a limit, and the judge believes that limit has been reached.
Failure to comply with bond conditions. You think this is a joke? No,
Luego una broma,
we hold people accountable. And when you repeatedly fail to show up to court,
tienen que comparecer a tribunales.
there are consequences. And you will now see that.
Ahora,
It goes with you.
Judge,
Tell me,
o sea, señoría,
would you allow him to post the bond and do a walkthrough if I get a bondsman here?
I've
They're
said-
on the way.
Okay, I'm not letting him do a walkthrough. No, because it's the same thing. It's letting him go.
I understand, Judge, but he really truly did not know about yesterday's court date. He immediately called me as soon as he found out.
Steph, I appreciate it. But you got to understand, I have to hold him accountable. I mean, if you want, I'll give you a bond reduction, but no, it's now time to pay the piper.
ahora es tiempo
Would
de-
you reduce it to what it was previously to 1,001? It was originally 100.
No, what I'll do is I'll do 5,003, okay? Because it's now 10,003. It should be 10,004 actually, but I'll do 5,004 if you want, okay? All right,
You would
goes with you.
absolutely not.
Con el oficial,
I mean,
por favor.
It's
He
4
truly
times, it's
did-
550 days
Even if
old.
I get the bail bonds to come and say
Yes.
he truly did not get the date.
I understand. No, sorry, Steph.
Okay. I'll go and talk to him.
All right, so
And I'll get a recent date on it.
So here's the thing, he's gonna auto-populate tomorrow, so we're gonna end up seeing him here tomorrow. So you're welcome to Zoom on tomorrow. You're probably gonna end up posting bond now, so probably be out within the next, 4 or 5 hours. So, but I can't just let him go over and over and it's 500.
I understand, Judge. I don't know what happened before. He was telling me he didn't have a very good communication with the prior attorney 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. I don't know.
It's utter horse, you know what? Because we have literally reset him over and over, been working on a mitigation packet for nearly a year. So the thing is that, and I know that you're just now coming on to it, but we have quite a bit of history with him. It's over and over. We let him go over and over. And at some point I got to say what, so. All right.
Talk to him, Judge.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Hey, how are you, sir?
Sit down.
Judge, I'm here on Brittany DeFraui. She's not on docket, I don't think. When we spoke last, I had just gotten on the case. We had heard about her allegations of testing positive for methamphetamine, which was a concern to you. Since that time, and she's here, we have had an opportunity to dig into it a bit more. Ms. DeFraui apparently was taking both Adderall and Vyvanse. It appears from what we can tell from the drug lab tests that we are seeing, they may well have been testing for the Vyvanse. Vyvanse
I can't imagine that Vyvanse is going to make you test positive for methamphetamine.
It can. Apparently Vyvanse I've got the articles here, I'll be happy to share with you, but Vyvanse metabolizes down into a form called D-amphetamine, which it's, what is it, I'm gonna mess it up, but it's D-amphetamine, which will test positive for methamphetamine. In fact, the same lab testing agency that Harris County is using is now involved in two federal lawsuits for testing people positive for methamphetamine, when in fact they are not. We're trying
to see that.
Yeah, where we're trying to untangle the kind of circumstance here. We've become aware of some other allegations involving alcohol testing device in her car. And it's my understanding there are also some email chains between my client and her old probation officer about her reporting dates and her testing. And apparently this previous probation officer had some discussions with her about knowing that the Vyvanse would test positive on the UA test. We're trying to gather all those.
But there's still other violations? And is she continuing to test and make sure that she's not using alcohol or?
The last drug test I have is from October 31st. She also is obscuring the camera in her on her device. And I didn't.
Come up, Mr. Frowie.
Violation. I mean, any emails between the previous officer and your client.
And I'm sorry, you don't what?
See any emails between your client and the previous officer.
It's unacceptable if you are covering the device when you're supposed to be blowing into it.
She's not covering the device, Judge.
It's like obscured. It's looking at the camp, like it's looking at the sky. There's other people going into the device.
Oh no. Oh.
If I may, Judge.
Oh.
What we're seeing, there's not a routine pattern of this. What we're seeing is that there are occasions, and Mr. Frowie can speak to this, she would go back in and get everything recalibrated whenever it was brought to her attention that she was not being captured on it. To be fair, there have been occasions when other people have driven the car and they necessarily must blow in it, but it is not a pattern behavior. It is very sporadic.
And then on top of all of this, Judge, she also is on probation and felony court, and it looks like they're gonna push a motion.
If I may, I've already spoken to felony court. They're not pushing the motion. They are waiting to resolve this issue. I went up there just now, and the judge up there is staffing it and is going to try to get to the bottom of this methamphetamine problem.
I'd like to send her for a drug and alcohol test now while she's here. And then we need to have a hearing with regard to the methamphetamine and the Vyvanse issue, you know, and
I'm waiting on a letter from Jimmy Valentine, who is a nationally recognized toxicologist, about this issue. I think it's going to resolve everything, but I mean,
well, I appreciate the tenacity, but I'm going to have issues if you're trying to cover the camera, if you're trying to do things of this nature.
This final section introduces a complicated legal issue: drug testing, prescription medication, and probation monitoring. The defense argues there may be an explanation for the positive test, while the court focuses on compliance and transparency. In probation cases, trust is everything, and the judge makes it clear that any attempt to manipulate monitoring equipment could become a major violation.
Nature, I'm telling you now, I'm going to have a humongous problem with it. And don't care if you have Jesus here representing you, but if you are trying to be disingenuous by covering the camera, I'm telling you now, I'm gonna have issues with it. Don't cover the camera. Don't have other people blow into it, because the idea is that if that car is moving and you're behind the wheel, you're supposed to be taking the breath test, not someone else, and then them allowing you to drive.
Nobody else is.
If I find that happens, I'm gonna lose it. Do you understand?
Yes.
So, Yeah, I'm going to send her for a test now. I want to set it for a hearing, perhaps in 2 weeks, so that I think we need to have an expert too. I mean, we need to figure out how we're going to have someone come testify on the issue as far as Vivan and I don't know. Let me reach out to my my staff and figure out how we're going to go forward. Let's do like 2 to 3 weeks. We'll set it for a hearing, a formal hearing. You know, have the probation officer ready, every allegation ready to go.
We would only ask, and we'll be happy to do that. We just asked for a list of what we're battling.
Yeah, of course. Is everything operational now as far as interlocks? Is she still reporting now?
Yes, sir. As far as I can tell, everything is still operational and she's reporting.
What is the cause number, Shatori, please?
That's here in misdemeanor. It is,
394034.
Tell me,
She was supposed to come in, to turn herself in and sign immediate conditions to go to the That's what she was here for.
that's right. Right.
And then,
he's not on the docket.
Why is the felony court unhappy?
because they got the same case review we did and they're